Hello, everyone. I'm back, and we are here for our next big Somnium moment. We are within the Somnium of a one Iris Sagan, and we are here to extract her secrets, I suppose. Whatever those may be. I would have thought it would have been specifically what she did on that night with Renju, but we have found ourselves in an empty room with a TV, and it's fairly sparse. So looks like we're gonna have to dig a bit deeper than the previous Somniums we've done so far, which makes sense. I did look back at the conversation that prisoner 89 had with the police officer, and the prisoner did in fact say he will kill again, he will take their eye, the whole thing. So at least the prisoner seems to believe that whoever is the murderer is a male. Now, what could that mean? Could it be he's under the assumption that it's the original killer, and it's the original killer that's a man, and maybe this one isn't? Well, we don't know. We've yet to meet the prisoner, so we just have no idea what he's referring to. So we'll have to wait and see. I wonder if it'll be the one guy that was in the first Somnium, the one we saw with that seemed to show Hitomi dying or dead on the ground or on the floor, because we haven't met that individual yet. So I'm curious to see if and when we will. So let's get into this. I'm nervous. I know that I know there's a, what would you even call it, a diagram on the left that shows our progress, and I didn't see if it branched. So this might be another moment where we branch off into a different section of the game, in which case, yes, that would indicate to me that the game is indeed there's much more to it than first meets the eye. Pun intended, I suppose. So let's do this. Let's figure out what Iris is hiding. I don't think she's gonna end up being the killer, because we kind of nailed her pretty hard on all the evidence we had, and so now it seems almost too easy. So I think she's definitely hiding something. We're just gonna have to wait and see what that is exactly. Maybe we'll find out right now. So let's get to it. Oh, there is a branch. Okay, goodness me. Let's check it out.
A CRT TV.
What is this? Oh boy. Spin the dial. Oh my goodness.
Stop.
That's one of the original.
What is this video?
That was one of the original victims of the original Cyclops killer. Iris saw that?
It is difficult to believe, but these are the faces of the victims of the original Cyclops killer.
What? What is going on here? Iris, what are you hiding?
We should continue. There are more objects to inspect now.
Oh my goodness. Timey, that has a negative effect. Oh man, that's force you to use them. My goodness. Wait. There's a gun? Oh, there is. My goodness.
A revolver.
Is it real?
It appears that way.
Oh boy.
It is a pistol. It appears to be fixed with a vise.
Why would this be here?
What's this? The trigger. There is a stick in the hole of the trigger guard.
That's suspicious.
Okay.
5 minutes left, Date.
A torso with a head.
If it has a head, is it still called a torso?
What would you call it?
Push it, maybe? No.
No use.
Their guard is up. You have to loosen them up first.
What do you mean?
But the traditional approach would be to start with a massage.
If you are not going to help, should I choke you instead?
You should try that on them. They might be into that.
Date, please stop.
Do I have to Oh, look at that.
A torso.
Hit it.
Nothing special happens.
You don't have the muscle.
Oh,
Needs to
I'm
do
not
something.
thinking.
What would be the point of that?
That's what I just said.
I cannot wait for the day I have enough muscle to punch you in the face. It will be splendid.
I'm not thinking. I'm not thinking.
A torso with...
Of course, of course. Well, that was frightening.
Even my consciousness is being affected.
While I was unconscious, the room changed.
I'm tired of this. We have no choice but to investigate.
So I'm a bit worried. We're learning about the past. But what about the current killer? Oops. What's in the corner here?
An old
We could take 15 seconds.
It's the world beyond, Date.
That's just static.
My generation has never seen static.
Right. You're only 5 years old.
Do not measure my age on the same scale as a human's. My mental age is 10 times that.
Mature woman, huh?
An old
Turn the dial.
video showed the face of a victim of the original Cyclops killer. It appeared to be the second victim.
What is going on? Iris has something to do with the first Cyclops case?
Unknown. I do not have enough information.
Guess that means we have to investigate more.
Indeed. The oil drum, shelf, and another torso have been added.
Let's go.
4 minutes.
Any secrets? Gas canister.
A common gas canister.
If you can't, then
It is meant to be closed?
I think so.
Huh.
Only a shelf.
Pull it? No.
It will not move.
If you can't pull it.
I see.
Only a shelf.
Push it.
That shelf sticking out. It seems odd.
Uh-oh. Careful, Iba. Oh no. Careful.
What? What happened?
A metal ball must have fallen off the shelf.
Why would anyone put that there?
Iron ball.
An iron ball. It looks quite heavy.
Oh man. Throw it.
Where should I throw it?
Throw it that way.
Understood. It is unexpectedly light. All right. Yeah!
I feel like that ball hit me in the head.
Now, a TV and an old book have appeared.
I hope this is the last time.
Okay.
3 minutes, Dante.
Halfway. I want to see that book.
It is a thick book.
Let's read it.
It has not been well preserved. Most of the ink has faded.
Can you tell what kind of book it is?
It is probably a book on... insects! It's a book on insects!
Oh no.
Don't get excited. I know how you love bugs. Does this book belong to Iris?
I didn't know she liked insects, and to read the book so often that it wears out.
Well, we can't prove it's Iris's.
True. We cannot conclude anything.
Interesting.
An illustrated rep...
What happens if we rip it?
This will be easy. It's more brittle than crumbly cheese. disappeared.
Melted down like a grilled cheese.
Oops. Well, I guess it's gone now. TV.
An old-fashioned TV.
Turn the dial.
Please. Help me. Help me.
Oh boy.
This was the third victim of the original Cyclops killer.
Why does Iris know that?
There is a possibility that she saw it online or on TV.
But that was more than...
She even reproduced the circumstances of the killing. Would her imagination explain that?
Date, we have no direct evidence. For now, we must continue investigating.
Right.
Just a locker.
Open it. Oh my goodness.
Iba?
It's all right. More importantly,
What is this Rube Goldberg machine looking thing? Whoa, okay. This was like, pointlessly elaborate. Wow. Okay.
that is...
Oh. Is it fair? Is it true? I mean, that looked pretty conclusive.
What happened in that Somnium?
So, how does that help us with the now situation? I mean, it's as I if that was if what's in Somnium can be taken as truth, then it is as I have suspected, and Date is the original Cyclops killer. But that does not assist me with the now problem.
We saw it too.
The 4 murdered women are without a doubt the victims of the original Cyclops serial killings.
That means...
Iris witnessed it.
The murders that occurred 6 years ago are these memory fragments that coalesced in this Somnium.
No. That means the person who killed them was...
It looked like you're even wearing the same dang outfit, huh? So, this is awkward. You guys saw that, right? I mean, where do we go from here? Maramos? I don't know what a Maramo is.
Date, can you turn on the TV? Videodrone is about to start.
What's Videodrone?
You haven't seen Videodrone? It's a cult classic.
I haven't seen it, and that's not a TV anyway. Hey, did you hear something just now?
Yeah, I did.
Hmm? It must be in your head.
That was weird. Yeah, I definitely heard something. Can I select her? No, not gonna let me select her. Wait, let me, no, okay.
This brings back memories. Date and I consummated our love for each other many times on that table.
I don't remember that at all.
Maybe it was back when you were a psychopathic murderer. A chair. Okay, well. I guess let's... Who do I want to talk to first?
Didn't I tell you? The entire case is a state secret. No matter how many times you ask, I won't tell you anything.
Just blocking us off there, huh?
Remember what the boss said this morning. The original Cyclops killer has yet to be brought to justice. After the investigation got going, it was taken over by the government and classified. That was the last we heard anything about it. Of course, they paid lip service to the idea that the investigation was ongoing, but in reality, it was dropped completely.
Why did that one appear there?
The Sinker does not always experience the somnium they expect. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. When using the sync machine for an investigation, we don't always see the memories we expect to see. True, oftentimes the subject will subconsciously want to express their dark secrets and repressed memories. That is why we see them so often in Somnia, and why those Somnia are so useful for criminal investigations. But this is not a guarantee. We cannot control the content of our dreams, after all. It's like I told you before. Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones. This can be expressed as an equation. Dream D equals memory A plus memory B plus memory C. This, of course, means that Dream D is a fictional event. However, the same cannot necessarily be said about memory A, B, and C. those happened in reality. In other words, fiction is built from combinations of reality.
So what I saw in
Yes. I believe Iris actually witnessed those events.
Not necessarily.
Pewter, you said that memories happen in reality, right? But what about false memories? How do we know if the memory really happened?
Even false memories are built from the pieces of real ones. If you disassemble those pieces, you will find real events.
What about things you see in movies or television?
The events might be fictional, but the experience is not. Our imaginations are limited to what we have seen. We cannot invent something whole cloth.
It's the red
Somnium
figure.
earlier.
I was just assuming the red figure was her. She was watching.
I saw someone else who might be the criminal. Who was he?
I wouldn't know.
So wait, we're saying what are we saying? We're saying there's the Cyclops killer, there's this red figure, and then Iris is separate from those two, so she witnessed the events. So what does that mean? Is that saying, what is that saying? That there was a Cyclops killer, which is us, presumably, Date, and someone else who was watching or witness to, or Date said criminal. That would imply that they made the Cyclops killer kill, or wanted them to do it for some reason. Is that it?
I don't believe there's any meaningful connection
Really?
between the original and new Cyclops serial killings, I mean.
And how do you come to that conclusion?
Why is that?
The culprit is not the same. I am absolutely certain the original Cyclops killer could not have committed these crimes.
Why? Because you know it's me?
How can you be so sure?
Because I can. Don't worry about it. Just trust me.
You totally know. I mean, didn't you guys see? It should have been recorded. Did you not see the reflection in the thing? Okay, never mind.
The Cyclops killer appeared 6 years ago. I lost my memory 6 years ago. There has to be some kind of connection.
I'm glad he's finally bringing it up.
There isn't. It's a coincidence.
Yeah, sure.
Really?
Really.
It's amazing just how utterly... Never mind.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about.
That means Iris must know about the killings.
6 years ago, Iris was 12.
Supposedly.
Did she witness the crime at age 12? And not just one, but all four? Help me understand this. What I saw during the sink earlier, that was the scene of the original Cyclops serial killings, right?
Yeah.
So the person doing the killing was the original Cyclops killer.
Right.
Did you see him? He was...
I saw your face.
Yeah, I'm glad you're acknowledging this now.
The original Cyclops killer was...
It can't be. That's impossible.
Date, you cannot say that for certain. You have no memories past 6 years ago.
So perhaps, Mr. Date, you are the killer.
Okay, so now they're bringing, like, I was fully ready to believe, yes, he's a Cyclops killer, but I definitely didn't think he's the current one.
You're missing your left eye, so you steal them from others.
I'm kidding. You can't be the Cyclops killer.
Why?
Really?
Of course not. Do you think I would hire a serial killer?
Nah, but what if you... But if you reprogrammed him, you're doing some crazy futuristic brainwashing.
You interrogated Iris before the sync. What you saw in the Somnium was just a manifestation of the fear you put in her.
Really? Didn't learn anything from speaking with Boss and Pewter. If anything, the mystery only grew deeper. Pewter shook me from my thoughts.
Dante, it looks like Iris is about to wake up.
Got it.
So where does that leave us? I guess we need to hear it from Iris.
Hey, Iris. About that dream earlier.
First things first, though. Let me see this. Okay. Am I crazy, or did this, like, zoom out a bit? Oh my goodness. Given, like, the amount of space, this could be a lot.
Dream? What dream?
You don't
There is
remember?
no point in asking her, Date. The subject of a sync does not experience somnium in the way that you do. They will not remember it.
And what about the Cyclops killer? From 6 years ago.
Cyclops killer? I remember hearing it on the news, but I was just a little girl. I don't remember anything specific.
You don't?
No,
What about the scene of the murder?
I don't know. I've never been there.
But
Dreams are pieced together from memories, even repressed subconscious ones.
I see. So she does not... She is purposefully... Well, not purposefully. She is unaware of her own memories, I guess.
You can't dream of something you know nothing about. Date, could you take Iris home?
huh?
We do not have enough evidence to hold her. Even in Somnium, we couldn't find anything. Law demands that we release her.
You cannot decline, Date.
Fair enough.
Date, could we make a stop first?
Sure. Where?
Marble. It's a bar in Golden Yokocho.
Oh, I know about Marble.
You know about that place?
Yeah, Mr. Okiura took me before.
Why do you want to go there?
There's something I want to talk about.
To me?
We can't talk here?
It might take a while.
What do you think?
There's no reason to refuse. Besides, there's a lot I want to ask her, too. Alright, sure.
I just had a premonition. She has her phone in her hand. I'm a bit suspicious. Date, I'd be a bit careful around her. Uh-oh. Date, this doesn't seem good. It might take a while. Uh-oh. My alarm bells are ringing. Didn't see Mama anywhere. Oh, Ota's there. Hey, bud.
Tessa!
You had him waiting here for us.
Oh, Ota!
Or not? No, your phone's in your hand. I mean, I guess I should feel somewhat fine because Date has an advanced AI that can essentially see a bit into the future, and if someone shot a gun at us, she'd be able to get us to safety, and then we'd be able to kung fu our way out of any situation, right? So we should be fine.
No, I didn't tell him to come. He just showed up on his own.
Really? Then who were you texting? Isn't your phone broken?
No, this is my new one. You're thinking of the one I dropped in that puddle.
Never thought I'd run into you here.
I was nihiling with Tessa earlier. She said she was going to Marbles, so I got here just before you did. Look, I was really worried about her. She was about to be charged with a serious crime.
Not necessarily.
Oh, she left a little while ago. She said something about going to help an acquaintance. She told me to watch the place until she got back.
How well do you know Mama?
Not at all. It's my first time here.
I wasn't particularly surprised. Mama's always depended on the kindness of strangers, ever since she opened Marble. Yeah, so what was that thing about?
This actually works out nicely. I want to ask you something, Ota. It's about a Nile message you sent Iris. You said you wouldn't tell anyone about that thing, that you'd stay quiet no matter what. What were you talking about?
Well,
I'll tell her about the two-witter thing. I swear I'll do it.
geez, fine. Just don't tell anyone else, okay?
Well, I guess it's not something so secret that he'll take it to the grave.
But before I tell you, who's that?
Uh-oh.
What?
Uh-oh. Iba, use your... Come on.
At the door. Someone's standing outside.
You? Oh, come on. Really? We fell for the look behind you trick? So it's just, it's, Okay, guys. How serious is this? I really hope Oda's not the new Cyclops killer. That would be a bit much for me.
Where am I?
Well, they haven't killed us, so that's a good sign. My head was killing me. My memory is foggy. I felt a sudden pain in my neck. Oh, hey, Mama. Shot up, rubbing my neck. When I looked over the counter, I saw a monster glaring back at me. It took me a few seconds before I realized it was just Mama.
It looks like you're awake now.
So Mama spoke to me. It all came rushing back. I remembered everything. They need to be arrested immediately. Iba, you awake? It doesn't look like anything's new. Where's Oda?
Ota, the boy I asked to watch the bar?
I'd say he's too old to be called a boy, but yeah.
He was already gone when I came back. All I
What?
saw was you getting your beauty sleep on the floor.
What'd they take from me? What'd they steal?
Damn it, Ota. What are you thinking?
It appears that he took off with Iris.
What were you doing during all this?
Yeah.
My power was shut down due to the stun gun.
Well, why didn't you detect the stun gun or something?
I have rebooted in safe mode and am now operational.
I tried. You wouldn't budge. I thought you were passed out drunk, so I left you like that.
But I didn't have a glass in front of me, right?
So you weren't drunk?
Didn't
No.
have a single drop.
Oh, I thought you were drinking straight out of the bottle.
Why didn't you just tell her I was attacked by Oda?
Just like the old days. It'll be 3 o'clock soon. In the morning, of course.
Okay, put out a warrant. We need to get these guys.
Date, the boss is calling.
Oh, how am I gonna report this one?
Date, listen. Stay calm, but this is an emergency.
Okay.
Just now, the killer...
Oh no.
Well, just watch the video.
Video.
I sent the address to Iba.
Oh no. Wait, she's alive.
Iris.
What is this saw nonsense? It's literally a saw, but what is this saw nonsense?
No, that's...
The criminal is streaming this live.
Well, that's just fantastic.
Iva, the source.
Identified. The Okiura Fishery Cold Storage Warehouse, Koto District.
Wow. Just
Okay,
I'm glad we could figure it out that quick.
Date, focus.
Man, either Iris is like in on this in a weird way, or she severely miscalculated whatever she thought she was doing.
We need to get to the site, now.
Thanked Mama and ran out of marble. Okay, let's go. Hopefully our car is still here. Yes, it is.
What's our ETA?
Our destination is far from here.
I mean, surely if Iba can do that, surely Abyss is on the way too, right? I mean, how long has that stream been on for? I mean, surely they should have people on the way too. They should be there before I am.
20 minutes at the fastest.
Please, please let me make it in time.
Considering the fact that this game has a lot of branching paths, I'm getting the sense now that I might be heading towards a bad end. Is it lowering? No, it's not moving yet.
That sick bastard.
Oh my goodness. Is that someone in a bear suit? Okay. Clock's really ticking now. Oh, that's...
I'll save you!
Oh my goodness, you guys.
Ota.
Stay away from Tessa! Ah!
What? Okay. Kept my foot on the pedal on the gas the whole time. I could feel the sweat in my palms. Getting enraged to a high-pitched scream, but I could barely hear it. My heartbeat was pounding and my ears shaking me to the core. How much time had passed? The feeling of time itself had disappeared. Eventually, the car reached a long bridge. Shortly after, the image changed.
No, it can't be. No.
Well, I guess he killed Ota.
Stop!
Yeah. Oh boy. That's a bad end if I've ever seen one. Of course, the great evil had to be a furry. That just makes too much sense. No, but in all seriousness, that was horrifying.
No!
Harbor Warehouse District. What? Is Oda gonna be in the suit? How much time? I'm guessing it's Oda in the suit. Yeah, thought so. That's Oda, right? Yeah. So what? Was it Ota the whole time, and he did a quick costume change a few times before suiciding himself, all at the behest of Iris, who he is a fanatic for, and this whole thing was Iris's plan, and she's crazy? Or was there actually a third person there who somehow captured both of them? And then Ota, what, they captured Iris, tortured her obviously, cut out her eye while she was still alive, we saw that. And then, what, Ota got free somehow? Or, and then Bear Person and Ota fought, and Bear Person obviously won, and then put Ota in the suit and chopped him in half. I'm suspicious about what we saw. Because, I mean, Iris was captured, had her eye taken out, and was tied to the table. It was all set up, right? How was Ota in a position to, stop it briefly or get out of there? What sequence of events led to that? It could definitely be Ota just was there to try and rescue her and failed. But I'm suspicious already of this. This really feels like a bad end.
There you are. Finally. I was looking all over for you.
I really feel like you guys should have been more on the ball. I mean, is Iba like a singular thing, and her technology is such that... Because she was able to track that live stream to that location instantly. Do the police, the rest of the police, not have that same capability? How could they... am I thinking too much about this, or what? How is it the rest of the police weren't able to do that and get there faster than I could? That just seems a bit off to me.
It's rare to see you down like this. But it's understandable. You blame yourself for this, don't you?
Well, I mean, he did kind of allow himself to get tasered.
Beating yourself up about taking Iris to Marble, and about letting Ota get the upper hand on you. Am I right?
Yeah, especially that last one.
Shall I tell you what Investigation HQ thinks?
Go ahead.
Ota Matsushita is a criminal stalker who committed
I see.
murder-suicide.
So the scenario 2 of the 2 I described.
Ota had a selfish love for Iris. He was under the delusion that Iris loved him too. But Iris refused Ota. So Ota decided that he and Iris should be together in the afterlife, killed her, then killed himself.
Okay, just show me that again. All right.
That's ridiculous. Ota would never kill Iris. And how do you explain the other 2 murders? Iris's left eye was hollowed out. Just like Renju and Shoko. Those 3 murders were definitely executed by the same person.
We never got to talk to Prisoner 89.
The new Cyclops killer. There's no way that's Ota. Too many pieces don't fit. Too many contradictions, like killing Iris.
Such as?
Oda had no incentive to kill Renju.
Maybe he was thinking like this. The reason Iris and I can't be together is because her agency prohibits it,
Is that true?
making the president, Renju, the ultimate bad guy in his mind.
Mizuki is Ota's close friend. Do you really think Ota would kill his friend's
Also
father?
that. And this too.
Shoko was married to Renju. Maybe he was trying to get at Renju by killing her.
That's a stretch. They've been divorced for years. Ota knows all about it. He wouldn't use Shoko to get to Renju.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota showed himself on the stream.
Yeah, and it's weird that, like, if it truly is a murder-suicide, why would he attempt to hide that fact? Why wouldn't he, like, proclaim it to the world, you know? If he was... Because, I mean, it's an insane thing to do, right? Murder-suicide and wanting to be together in the afterlife. So why wouldn't he just loudly and proudly say that's what he was doing? Why go through all this weird costume-switching theater act?
If he was gonna kill Iris and then himself, why would he do that? The only reason you would show yourself like that is to prove that you weren't the culprit. Ota and the polar bear on the screen at the same time would prove that they're not the same person. That behavior would be totally unnecessary if he was gonna commit suicide anyway.
Well, maybe he wasn't planning on dying at first. After he killed Iris, he realized that he couldn't live with himself.
So he lies down on the workbench and turns on the ice cutting machine himself? I don't buy it.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. Would he be able to reach that handle from that position? Well, I guess he could raise it up, switch it on, then go lay down. So that's not an issue.
The culprit was wearing a polar bear costume, probably to hide their identity. But if murder-suicide was the plan, the costume served no
Yeah,
purpose.
that was my point.
There are some additional discrepancies. I analyzed the investigation report. Judging by his wound, Ota was stabbed in the side by a kitchen knife or something similar.
Are you sure?
I am.
Told the boss what Aiba found.
Oh, I know that.
Well,
Ota could have stabbed himself.
And then decided to cut himself in half?
Maybe he thought it would be a fatal wound, but when it didn't work, he went for the ice cutting machine.
You're really reaching there, boss.
then shouldn't we have recovered the kitchen knife from the scene?
Maybe he threw it in the ocean.
Boss, come on. Ota goes out to the water, stabs himself in the gut, throws the knife over the side, then walks back to the warehouse?
Why do you just want to wrap this up? I mean, the killer could still be out there. Why are you just towing the government line or something?
Well, I wasn't being serious.
You weren't.
I didn't think Ota was the culprit from the beginning.
Okay, good. You were just playing devil's advocate.
I was just playing devil's advocate for
There we
HQ.
go. There it is.
Really?
Yes, really.
Anyway, Ota didn't kill anyone, and he didn't kill himself. Here's what I think happened.
Stay away from Tessa!
Ota knew Iris was kidnapped, so he rushed onto the scene.
So, how'd they get separated, I guess, is the question.
That's when he saw the culprit wearing the polar bear costume. He tried to fight him off, but ended up being stabbed in the side. He was weakened and losing blood at the culprit's mercy.
It's weird that we didn't get a chance to investigate the crime scene. Well, I guess maybe we'll... depending on whether this is an ending, or whether this is continuing on, maybe we'll get a chance to investigate the crime scene.
The culprit forced him into the costume, then under the ice cutting machine.
Oh man, still alive? That's rough.
And then...
Then, who is the culprit?
We still don't know.
I wish I knew.
We're up to 4 victims. But Ota was a special circumstance. He wasn't specifically targeted by the culprit.
Yes, that seems to be the case.
Right. And he was the only one to not have his eye pulled out.
Also that.
So let's focus on the 3 other victims. Shoko, Renju, and Iris. What connects these 3?
Well, we're pretty dang sure now that Iris has connections to the original Cyclops killer. She seemingly witnessed the crimes. And Shoko and Renju, those two, that's the question I've been wondering, you know? I said it several times before, the original thought is that this was just some sort of underground thing where gangsters got vengeance against this particular family. But it's so strange that they were killed in this manner, having their eyes... So, Shoko and Renju have to have some connection to 6 years ago, too. I just don't know it.
Connections.
Certainly, they worked... At least Renju and Iris worked together. All 3 knew Date, but of the 3, Shoko probably the least.
If you find a connection between the victims, you find a connection to the culprit. That's the theory of investigation, right?
I guess.
You think the new Cyclops killer is related to them somehow?
Maybe, maybe not. But it's a good starting point.
Moma Kumakura, Oda's mother Mayumi, Renju and Shoko's daughter Mizuki. Okay, so we have 4 choices here. Moma Kumakura is associated with Renju and Shoko. But I don't know about Iris. We haven't had any mention or connection with them, I don't think. Hitomi, obviously connected with Iris, connected with Renju, but not really a connection to Shoko. Mayumi, that seems the weakest so far. Knows about Iris, but the other 2, Renju, Shoko, not so much. Renju and Shoko's daughter Mizuki. Now, that one is something. Her parents, obviously connected. And she's a friend to Iris, a good friend. So of these 4, I'd say this one.
Mizuki has the strongest connections with all 3 victims. Shoko and Renji were her parents, and she was close friends with Iris. She was good friends with Ota too. But that's why I could never believe Mizuki would kill all 4 of them.
Oh, I didn't mean to choose who the killer is. It's just there's something weird going on about this.
Thinking of her as a suspect is ridiculous.
I didn't mean to think of her as a suspect. I meant to think of her as a connection. I guess we're just doing these.
Mayumi had motive for killing Iris and Renju.
Jeez, I mean, I guess, but it's not a huge motive.
Mayumi hated Iris, and she didn't think well of Lemnis Gate either.
Hatred's a strong word. She obviously thought Iris was a bad influence, but I didn't get hatred out of that.
And since Renju is the president... Anyway, the weak point is Renju's ex-wife, Shoko. I can't imagine why Mayumi would kill her. And above all else, she would never harm her only son, let alone kill him. Hitomi and Renju are definitely linked.
Yes.
They were high school classmates.
Yes.
And she did say that she met Shoko twice. But I can't imagine she would kill Iris in such a gruesome way. No matter what the circumstances were, it seems impossible to me. Renju and Shoko were connected to the Kumakuras, but there's no connection to Iris.
We know he met Renju, right?
Renju, Shoko, and So. There is a connection between Renju and Shoko through the Kumakuras, but again, I can't see any clear link to Iris.
Yeah. And yes, there is me.
I know Renju and Shoko, and I'm connected to Iris, but I have an alibi. Aside from Shoko, there's no way I could have killed any of them. No. Now that I think about it, Shoko too. I don't remember killing her. My memories from 6 years ago are missing, but I still have my memory of recent events.
I hope it's not a thing like, oh, he has another personality, and he doesn't have the memories, and, you know.
And if I start doubting myself now...
Yeah.
Date, I can say without a doubt that there is zero possibility you are the new Cyclops killer.
I've never really thought that. I was pretty sure he's the original Cyclops killer, but I was pretty darn sure he wasn't this new one.
I have been working with you for years. I know better than anyone that you are innocent.
It's nice of you to say, Aiba.
I thought it over, boss. Of the people I know, I can't peg any of them as the murderer.
And no leads to pursue?
No, there are leads. We should investigate the scene of the crime, and we need to talk to Prisoner 89.
No.
No, we have leads.
Then there's only one thing you can do. Continue your investigation.
Yes.
Do whatever it takes to get the culprit.
We have leads.
To get justice for the victims.
You're right. Got it, boss.
Oh my goodness, we're in it, huh? Well then, I do kinda want to investigate the crime scene. Date residence. That sounds fascinating. Let's do crime scene first. And how long have I been going? Okay. I'm ready to stop. Man, that was quite something. Yeah, that was... Oh boy. Huh. So I guess maybe the other line is if we were actually able to see what Iris did on the night. I guess we were able to see into the past, but for some reason I want to say like the true end is something down here, right? Or in the center maybe. So I feel like we're heading towards a dead end here, but So Iris got murked, and Oda too. That's. I thought it was gonna be they were gonna kill us, and then we got, but I guess it was the opposite. Man. I do wonder. I haven't looked up like how long it takes to beat this game. You know, because I fail sometimes, but I'd like to go in as blind as I can. So I am wondering how long this is going to be. I think when I get to... I assume there's multiple endings. I guess when I get to my first ending, I'll get a better sense of where I'm at in the game. Yeah, that was... We did the Somnium, and its aftermath. Next time, we'll see how much we can get out of, well, all these places. We have quite the number of places to get to, so we will handle that next time. Let's go ahead and save. Alrighty. Hope you're all doing okay. It's a crazy world out there, so I hope you're all doing as well as you can, and I hope you'll be here next time. So until then, have a good one.